Set nearly 1,000 years before the events in the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion and the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, the Elder Scrolls Online lets you take part in the stories set within the compelling history and deep lore of the Elder Scrolls franchise. Designed to be played exactly the way you want to play, you can start wherever you like, with no level restrictions. And no subscription required. This massive world is yours to explore, alone or with friends. Choose a favorite location or storyline and jump in. From the capital cities of the Three Alliances to the magical Somerset Isles, from the Khajiit territory of Elspeth to Mord, the home of the Dark Elves, from frozen Skyrim in the north to the endless swamps of Blackmarsh. Adventures everywhere. Are you ready to forge your own? Options for creating and personalizing characters in the Elder Scrolls Online are almost without limit. Choose from 9 different character races, with a 10th race option available as an add-on. Select 6 unique classes and customize them to fill exactly the role you want to play. Want to create a high elf sorcerer who wears heavy armor and wields dual daggers for close quarters combat? Why not? Or maybe a Red Guard Dragon Knight who prefers light armor and a bow. It's completely up to you. And Gain skill points as you adventure across Tamriel to improve your character. Then master and customize your skills to match your style of play. As you explore the world, keep an eye out for sky shards. For every 3 of these rare crystals you collect, you earn a bonus skill point to spend on your character. The in-game skill advisor provides recommendations on how to best spend your points at each level, based on the different roles available to your character. And you can always reset your skills and reallocate your points whenever you visit a major city, so you can build and play the exact character you imagine. Go anywhere, do anything. That's the freedom presented in the Elder Scrolls Online. The game scales your character to the content, so explore any dark cave or mysterious forest that intrigues you. Adventure on your own, or with friends, even if those friends have wildly different levels or belong to different alliances. Dive into the rich and varied story content as a solo player, or join a group to take on the most dangerous dungeons and boss monsters in the world. During your character creation, select one of the 3 alliances competing for power in this era: the Daggerfall Covenant, the Ebonheart Pact, or the Aldmeri Dominion. Each alliance features a unique and compelling storyline, but your choice never precludes you from playing with friends of different alliances. The Elder Scrolls Online is designed so you can travel anywhere at any time, no matter your level or alliance. Tamriel is a dangerous place. When you cannot sneak or talk your way out of conflict, you have to fight. The Elder Scrolls Online features an action-based combat system, reminiscent of the classic Elder Scrolls games. Use your skills, special abilities, and a combination of light and heavy attacks to defend yourself and your allies while you obliterate your foes. Unleash powerful synergy attacks when fighting as part of a group, and use block and dodge to reduce damage and avoid enemy attacks. If you prefer sneaking to direct combat, you can use stealth to evade detection, get around obstacles, or even set yourself up to unleash a potent surprise attack. Even the best solo player needs a little help now and then. Use the group and activity finder and the friends list to team up with other players for a dungeon or other adventure. The Elder Scrolls Online community is extremely welcoming to new players and invites them to join in. Our players go out of their way to help new players and show them the ins and outs of adventuring Tamriel. This is especially evident within player guilds, a great way to meet others and develop lasting relationships that enhance your game. Join a guild to choose resources, tackle group content, or simply chat about the latest revelation of lore. There are also in-game guilds your character can join to receive new skill options and special rewards. The Fighters Guild, the Mages Guild, the Dark Brotherhood, and the Thieves Guild are all accessible through story content. And for a real challenge, join the Undaunted and earn a unique skill line and extra rewards for tackling group dungeons. Dungeons present some of the most difficult and dangerous content available in the Elder Scrolls Online. From the small dungeon delves that challenge solo players, to group dungeons that require 4 players to take on, to the ultimate 12-person trials. These strange and wondrous places offer amazing visuals, complex battles, and compelling opponents unlike anything else in the game. Once your character reaches 10th level and you have a better understanding of the game, the Elder Scrolls Online gives you the option to participate in a variety of player versus player, or PvP. Duels offer a more intimate PvP experience, where you can test your skills or try out a new character build in one-on-one combat against another player. Battlegrounds present short, intense combat as four-person teams take on 15-minute battles to earn achievements, experience, and special rewards. Alliance wars are large-scale battles where the three alliances fight for control of the imperial capital, Cyrodiil. Siege weapons and massive armies fight to capture and keep and win day. While you adventure explore, don't forget to collect the valuable resources you find scattered throughout the world. These items can be used to craft weapons, armor, food, potions, and accessory that you can use to improve or further customize your character. Develop your skills in one or more professions. Prove them by completing specialized crafting writs. The professions include alchemy, blacksmithing, enchanting, clothing, woodworking, provisioning, and jewelry crafting. The Elder Scrolls Online provides the ability to own and personalize homes for their characters all across Tamriel. Homes can be acquired by completing quests, purchased through the town store, or bought with in-game gold. Houses consist of single-room abodes to multi-chambered mansions. But nothing beats the opulence or grandeur of a manor house, complete with luxury accommodation for your character and up to 24 guests. Home ownership doesn't end there. Craft furnishings and accessories to personalize, improve, and decorate your home. There's never been a better moment to jump in and start playing The Elder Scrolls Online. With access to a multitude of adventures all across the width and the realm. And the freedom to play wherever and however you like. It's time to begin your Elder Scrolls story.
Thanks, Maribel. Welcome to ESO News here and coming up here in 3 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time as we do this every day. This is a great thing. I'm getting ready for you guys logging in. If you're not logged in, please log in. What we're looking at today, when you log into your game, you're going to be receiving one of the Seals of Endeavor. The event is ending today, so if you have not logged into your account at all in this month, you should be receiving Seals of Endeavor. However, if you haven't logged into your game through this month, you might not be receiving that. So it's good to keep up to date in your game and getting involved with the internet outside of those outside branches of ESO. This is a great time here to be getting involved with Elder Scrolls as the more information is coming in. I'm trying to look at what's going on here inside of the system. So looking here, I'm trying to get over to Elder Scrolls Online.com as there's a lot of information that I'm looking at right now. So I'm kind of confused on what is what, and this is going to be some really good stuff when this gets in. So I'm switching the screen, and we're going to be looking in. As I was saying, the event is going to be ending here today for the Seals of Endeavor gifts that are being given. These are some sweet things available in Elder Scrolls. When you look over at the Seals of Endor, have you ever understood what the actual seals are? I haven't learned what the actual seals are just yet. Going into the game, it looks more like they're part of the crown gems, and they're a bigger part. It's like a big coin as we gear towards the next chapter in Elder Scrolls of Gold Road. You can kind of see the seals of Endeavor, the actual seal, the circle seal. You can see that you can break the seal up to where you get multiple crystals inside of the game. It's absolutely beautiful when you actually are playing the game. So gonna look in here a little bit of what I'm talking about here with the Seals of Endeavor. Gonna go over here into Elder Scrolls Chess. And yes, it is a poopy gold road. Um, I'm gonna get over here and look at the more along the lines of what the Seals of Endeavor is going. As you can see the picture right here. This is the main picture of the Seals of Endeavor event that's going on right now. As you see this small little minute picture. First off, when the company brought out the Seals of Endeavor, it was very misunderstood. Still, the Seals of Endeavor are still kind of misunderstood, and looking how we can wrap a gift up coming out from the box starts with the crown crate. So what we want to do is we want to build a gift to where we wrap up a present. It's like wrapping up a ring, and in the seals in the seal. Then we have the gem or item or character that's that's um, that's that's coming out of the box from the crown crate. This is a big complex thing. Crown gems are something that are a new part of Elder Scrolls, and not much is known on the actual cost of the gems. This is fairly new, so this will take some time to materialize. The second set of crown gems, which you see on the bottom part of the screen, kind of looks like a covering for like a chocolate candy. So the second set of crown gems look like the material used for the Seals of Endeavor. It's given throughout the year for players to learn about enclosing the gem. And when it is opened, the gift is dispersed into an animated character. Some sweet stuff. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go back over here to elderscrollsonline.com. Going to check out what I'm talking about here in this current month of February with the daily login rewards that are available for you guys. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to start playing the Update 41 game here really quick, and we're going to get further in on site linking within elderscrollsonline.com. This is a big process, getting the complete site linked and understanding what gaming site is going to help you. It's an important thing for you to be involved in basically just one. I'm going to explain how important it is to not go into a bunch of different game sites, because to pay for multiple sites in which you might not be able to afford. And so what I'm explaining, the need for you guys to go into just one. I'm going to explain that will save your hide many times, instead of actually buying multiple devices. That's going to cost an outrageous amount of money. You don't want to pay for a bunch of things that might or might not work. So what's going on here, we're going to look a little bit further on the latest news here in the month of February. As straight here, the device is going a little bit slower, but that's okay. We'll get there. So I'm gonna click here on the daily login rewards. That's going into ElderScrollsOnline.com is a really good thing. It's a essential blessing, and going in here for me, looking into this every day builds upon the system here for us and our skills. So we have the daily login rewards of February of 2024. These are the announcements for the daily rewards that was transmitted on January 30th of this year. Now, when I was transmitting earlier for the rewards of January, for some odd reason, the rewards of January was taken off in different places. Not for sure if the system bounced, but this is a strange thing in these last 2 months of what's happening. When I have transmitted both of the Facebook button, the Twitter button, and the email button, all these things were going over. The email button looks like it's fairly good and the code. I've been kind of talking about this in the recent past, so this will become a little bit more clear on what we are going to have to do. What I'm explaining here with the system inside of Facebook, we're going to want to look towards LiveJournal as the coding process here for Facebook, and over in the Lost Chronicles over in Twitter, to where you guys can see the picture available that's being transmitted. When this was transmitted earlier, the transmission actually brought in the month of January from this actual page link. So what I'm explaining, what we have to do is we have to find out the different coding pieces of where we can go to find where the actual picture is being withheld. You see what I'm saying? With the company, if the company does not have a withholding cell site that has the picture, we don't have any code to go off of. And so going over into LiveJournal and over in the Lost Chronicles, that's going to help us out tremendously to where we won't get that malfunction of showing the daily login rewards of January of 2024. Hopefully that's understood a little bit more, and you guys will understand a lot more as the time goes by, as we're talking about the Seals of Endeavor event ending here today. What I'm talking about with the Seals of Endeavor, well, it involves what we just looked at over in Elder Scrolls Tests with the crown crates. As you can see right over here, this is a little crown crate that is kind of big. It's a big thing. And what's coming out of the crown crate here this month? Well, yeah, we have a pet dragon and a pet imp. So that's one of the two pet characters in the game that is being that's going to come out of that crown crate. And we want to learn a little bit more about those seals, of how we're going to be able to wrap up the gifts, such as the crown gems. The reason why the pet companions in the game are so important, such as the dragon or the imp as a pet, these character NPCs are an important part when the character NPC pets go out of the crown crate. They're out in the Elder Scrolls universe. They're flying around somewhere. And then what they're used for is they're used for bringing back the gifts for us to where we see those gifts again. It's a beautiful thing when you see the character here of this type of dragon that will bring you back an item in Tamriel. That's a beautiful part about Elder Scrolls, and a great thing for you guys to learn. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a quick break, and hopefully you guys are enjoying your drive. I will be right back. Well, I just kind of got back. Don't worry about it. This happens to me for some odd reason. I flipped over the screen, but for some odd reason the screen didn't flip over. So I don't know what's happening on that end, but hopefully we get that figured out. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try to flip over the screen again here in ElderScrollsOnline.com. See here, make sure. I'm hoping. Okay, so I for sure that I just got that flipped over. Now, do you guys see ElderScrollsOnline.com? Do you see the crown crates and the character pets that for this month of February? Do you see the picture, the daily login rewards of February of 2024? These are the announcements for the daily rewards throughout the entire Elder Scrolls universe. That what I'm saying is this goes out to over 22 million people, and if we don't have the correct information, well, we've got to work a little bit on the code. And so what I'm talking about here, do you guys see the little box right here of it's called a crown crate? Do you see the little box, or do you see the little pet characters, such as the colorful, disgusting red orange dragon and imp pet companions that are a wonderful pet in the game. Do you guys see the crown crates and the pet companion NPCs? I'm hoping you do see the site to where this is getting us better information from the code, and the code is responding in the screen. So that's how important this is for us to see the screen. So I'm hoping that you guys are seeing ElderScrollsOnline.com rather than the current Elder Scrolls test. I was over in Elder Scrolls test before. Hopefully you saw Elder Scrolls test also, but I hope you currently see ElderScrollsOnline.com daily login rewards of February of 2024. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a break, and hopefully you guys are seeing the main site of Elder Scrolls Online. I'll be right back. Just got back in here and talking about the topic here of money in ElderScrollsOnline.com. The money doesn't have to be paid in every spot, but you have to pay in at least one spot. And so what I'm going to go over here today, the system has completely been paid. And so what I'm going to explain for you guys that are getting involved with Elder Scrolls, you're going to want to make sure that you're paid in one site and sticking with one site. What I've done here is, this is pretty unbelievable, and this is going to help the system out tremendously. We're not sure exactly what's going on with the login system, and when you look into the login system, this gets a little bit of tricky, and so I'll try to guide you guys in to seeing what's going on inside of the system. But right now I'm going to look here into ElderScrollsOnline.com, and I'm going to show you guys how the last link is going to go in. This is not going to be pretty. What I'm explaining is we have to go through what's called the Update 41 game. This is not a fun game at all, getting this information in. This is basically, this is going to take faith for us to see that the system is working properly. And by faith, that's going to prove that the system is going to go through. The things that are necessary and required are going to actually work. We were having some problems over in Epic Games earlier with the login screen. That has some issues still, but that's being resolved. So right now, I'm going to start going into the Update 41 game. This is going to be fun, some fun stuff, but also a migraine for some people. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you guys here first. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to flip over the screens here. The last link. What I'm going to explain here is the last link that I'm seeing that has not been linked is Amazon. And so going into Amazon, we have to be able to see that the site is actually logged in. So I'm going to switch the screen over here to Amazon. So I'm going to refresh the screen to see that I am logged in. This is an important thing for us to understand. You're going to be totally confused on this when you get into Amazon. There's two forms to Amazon, and hopefully this is going to actually help us build the system in Elder Scrolls. And so what I'm explaining here, this is kind of the first step where the first step is paying for a monthly fee in Amazon Music, and then a second fee over in Amazon Prime. You guys are not going to pay for every little monthly fee. This is being done currently so the system can be corrected. And so right now, both of the Amazons are paid each month. Now this is a little weird thing that's going on inside of the system. So I want to explain how the Amazon Music is paid, but also Amazon Prime is paid. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to flip over to the Amazon Prime Gaming over in Amazon. I'm going to show that this is connected. So you can see by having your account, you will see your name or your real name or your username. And so this is a little different thing. For those of you that are not farther advanced in Elder Scrolls, you shouldn't have to do this. The more of the company execs are going to have to do this, and they won't understand completely what's going on. And so this is what you guys need to do. You need to link up your Twitch account. This will actually link Twitch, which Twitch is linked over into ElderScrollsOnline.com. For regular Elder Scrolls users, this will be pretty much meaningless to you guys that are just regular players. But for the executives, this is worth the gold because the link has been established for Elder Scrolls Online. And so right over here, I just got this set up today. I'm not for sure how this is going to exactly work just yet, but we're good now. So going to what I'm talking about. This is the weird part. So I'm going to look here on my screen and you guys' screen to where you can see Amazon Gaming, basically. I don't know how this exactly works, but I do know that this is linked up. Now this is going to be the frustrating part of what I'm going to show here really quick. So What I'm going to do here is I'm going to flip back over into ElderScrollsOnline.com. Okay, and we're going to play the update 41 game. So if you're just a regular Elder Scrolls player, just you want to watch. You don't want to actually try to log in to account. You don't want to try to go through a place if you can't pay. If you can't pay and you just try to log in, the company will actually see that you haven't paid. So this is an important thing for you guys to not go into certain places, because it's not going to correct your account if you don't have the proper tools available. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to log in to ElderScrollsOnline.com. This stays on for about like 5 minutes, and then the site actually logs off. It's really weird. So getting the site working a little bit better, this is going to be a great thing for Elder Scrolls Online as a whole. So you're going to want to go down over to the Besta link. We want to make sure that we're connected over to Besta. So we're connected with ElderScrollsOnline.com, and we want to see that we're connected over into Besta, which the Besta link has for some odd reason expired, but that's not the issue. The issue is that we keep on getting disconnected somehow. And so what's happening here is those of you guys have to pay in those certain spots to get those connections. I was disconnected from someone, and I'm not for sure where the actual disconnection went, and so I have to explain on a deeper level. Over in the water company, there was a person who disconnected me, in which I had to connect up a further things such as Amazon Prime. That's the important thing, showing that we're completely connected. Now there is a problem in the login system, and so linking the site up, this is going to be a chore. This is not going to look like the regular logins that you actually see on a regular site. This is going to look really strange to some of you. And for a company exec, this is going to look very strange to them as well. I'm not even joking. This is the regular login screens that we go through it's maddening that the login system is not logging in for us. And so this is kind of the magic of Elder Scrolls being born. As you can see, we're logged in to Besta, and we wanna go over to ElderScrollsOnline.com, and we want to make sure that we're logged in. So this goes over into ElderScrollsOnline.com in the third version of the game series of Scrolls. And so getting here further into update 41 game, I'm going to click on the account button. Okay, so I want to see that all of the buttons are working to where you guys can hear and see me. Let's see here. Okay, so this all should be able to be heard and seen. So this is a good thing. We are logged in. I like to use the term we. Even though it's just me doing this right now, I like to think of the company as working together as a whole. This is an important thing for us to be logged in. This is the most important linking process. This is the last site linking for Elder Scrolls Online. So this is an important day, and this will actually pay multiple times over to where we're showing that the system is working more properly. This will give us less lag here in the future, and that's the assumption that this will give us a better connection. I'm going to go over into the ElderScrollsOnline.com screen, as we can see that the account is logged in, and so this can be kind of tricky if it's just staying in for about 5 minutes. We wanna see that the account is actually is active and is working properly. So I'm going to click over here on the linked accounts. This is the very last link that you're seeing here. We have Twitch linked. We do not have Amazon linked. We have Xbox linked. We have PlayStation linked. We have Steam linked, and we have Epic Games linked. As you can see, where this shows where we can unlink or we can link. The only link that is not linked is Amazon. As you can see, the Amazon is logged in. However, watch what happens when I press the link button. Right in here, this is the exact problem. Why, if the site is paid in two forms, why is a person going to have to log in again? That's kind of strange, because the system should just jump over into showing that we're logged in. So the assumption here is this is the very point in which this will link both Amazon Prime and Amazon Music. So let's see what goes on here while this is signed in. This can go very much like haywire. All right, so this is something that I've never seen before, and here ZeniMax Online Studios would like to access the profile Prime Gaming. So this looks all good. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click the allow button. And are we going to be linked is the point. That's the question of why, if these things are already logged in on both ends, why was it asking for an additional window? And that's kind of the point here that I'm seeing a little bit further here in ElderScrollsOnline.com of how smart and intelligent the company actually is. This is absolutely beautiful, and you'll see it a little bit more if you get further. If you study ElderScrollsOnline.com a little further, you'll understand how complex the actual site is. There's 3 main login places for ElderScrollsOnline.com. You, as a regular player, Elder Scrolls player, you're not gonna have to go through every little bits and pieces of the site, like I just did. This was maddening, trying to see where the actual site was going, because we were not able to log into those places that we were wanting to, and the actual required places that we were needing to go into, we weren't able to go into. And so the theory behind being linked into every account, this shows that ElderScrollsOnline.com is a workable site. This is such a blessing to see that all of the gaming networks are completely linked. This is exactly what we want to see. So right here, I'm going to go just put this kind of right here. So here we go. I'm going to take a quick break here, and I want to make sure that this is seen so we know that ElderScrollsOnline.com is completely linked. Now, the question on this, there's not much more questions on this on that area because what's going to happen is there's going to be longer loading times, and there's going to be less lag, and there's going to be a lot more a better connection for us. So this is a good thing. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a quick break, and otherwise I'm just going to be really confused. So, so hopefully you're having a good drive, and you're understanding how complex this actually was to get info. I'll be right back. Okay, I just got back in here. Hopefully, you guys are having a good drive. We have a little bit about an hour and a half to go in the segment here of ESO News. Hopefully, you guys are learning a lot. If you're just a regular player, what I have to explain here, if you're getting involved with Amazon, what you're going to want to do. If you're getting involved with Elder Scrolls, you're going to have to pay in those two specific spots that I was showing before, over where you're going to have to pay both an Amazon Music monthly fee and an Amazon Prime gaming monthly fee. You can't just put in a credit card. You have to put in your bank card to see the system working. I'm not sure what's involved with Prime Gaming, part of Amazon, but I do know that has a relation to the actual internet company that I'm working with, which is called Xfinity. What Xfinity does is a wonderful things, to where you can do multiple things, but in order to do those multiple things, you have to pay the proper channels. I'm not for sure exactly the direct relation on Prime Gaming and how Xfinity works, but the assumption is this is a connection for cable television of what I'm explaining. So what I want to explain here, this is going to help us um, build Oblivion in Elder Scrolls Online. This is going to be an absolute blessing. I can understand the difference between the online and the offline side. So you guys might see the offline side of Oblivion come in. So you might see two sides of the story, but however, you might not. So this is an important thing for you guys to get involved if you are involved specifically with Amazon. This is an important thing if you're not directly involved with Xfinity. You're not gonna pay. Well, if you're involved with Xfinity, you're gonna want to pay two channels. And basically, what I'm talking about is you're gonna want to pay the monthly fee for an internet, for example, and then you're going to want to pay an external branch of the company. This is how companies work. And what I'm talking about is you'll have to pay for the cable television, which is an additional cost. And here, I'm not for sure what's going on with the different branches throughout the media outlets of what's going on. And I do know that we have to have cell phones working. I'm not for sure why. I'm paying a cell phone a monthly fee to have phone calls sent and received. The cell phone is not functioning. The cell phone works off of what's called Wi-Fi, but the cell phone is not is not is not capable of receiving phone calls or sending phone calls. What the government is doing is instituting a text messaging system called RCS. That's capable through the assumption is Google is producing the text messaging capability. Over here in elderscrollsonline.com, getting the getting the link in was merely impossible. And so what I'm talking about with the impossible has just been made possible. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet stuff. So those of you that are getting more involved in Amazon are going to love Amazon. If you get involved with the Amazon Music and Amazon Gaming, Amazon will never stir you wrong. That's the truth. So I have to go into further into different places, but for right now, I'm just going to explain how you're going to want to get more involved in Amazon if you are involved in Amazon. Amazon's a great place with on the music end. I'm very knowledgeable on the music end. However, on the other side of Amazon Prime, I'm not that knowledgeable, and so that's going to have to be handed over to somebody else that is knowledgeable. And that's a great thing about the system because we get to work all together. And those of you that are regular players, what I'm going to suggest to you is being involved in one specific system. And what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to get involved in Amazon specifically if you are just directly wanting to be involved with Amazon. So what I'm going to explain here is I'm going to switch the tab over here to Amazon Music. As you can see here, this is the album here of the Elder Scrolls Online original game soundtrack. We're looking on what actual songs will be able to be played in what scene in Sky Oblivion, and this is a perfect place to be looking at in Amazon Music. So what I'm talking about with getting the linking process in, we have to have the links in, and we have to have those proper channels paid before we can actually see. When you get involved in seeing how a game is actually produced, you need to make sure you have the sights and sounds all paid. The actual channel has to be fully functioning in order for the game to be working in a scene in a small little animation. I'm just going to use the screen here for an example for in the letter E. Now, if this is a pinpointed location over in Bruma, say this is the letter E is for the pinpointed location of Bruma over in the third DLC of Sky Oblivion, we're looking at the E as the example pinpointed location for Bruma. We gotta know where the pinpointed locations are in the game in order to be able to relate. And you could sit here and you could talk all day long about how E is related. It's like the little Pac-Man that's over in Bruma, but that's not true. You've got to make sure that you have your channel paid. And so what I'm explaining with this in this form, I can't go any further, like with explaining how E is related to Bruma. You know what I'm saying? The only thing we have really is the scene to look at. When you look at the mapping system in Elder Scrolls, this is the only thing we have. Is, well, E Pac-Man is right there for Bruma. Yum 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 yum. I will. You can transfer that file over to me. Yum 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 yum. This is a wonderful part of Elder Scrolls. What I'm going to get in here right now. Here I'm going to go over into the Sky Oblivion pre-soundtrack here over in Amazon Music, where we can kind of try to gather some ideas of what might be a good song to getting in for the multiple scenes in Sky Oblivion. Sky Oblivion's coming in over in the year of 2025, and the system has just been fully inputted. So this is going to be a real chore, and this is going to be a migraine for some of you when you get in and when you find out you have to pay for certain things in a channel. You're like, I thought I didn't have to pay for that. Okay, I can't afford that, but I'm gonna have to sit on the bench. And it's okay to sit on the bench, but you're going to have to pay in order to get out on the plate or out on. Basically, you're going to have to pay to get out into the field. So this is a really good thing here over in Amazon Music. However, I don't understand much about over in Amazon Prime. Not for sure what's available for us to see, even if Elder Scrolls Online is able to be played over on Amazon Prime. The purpose here in the future, see what I'm saying? I didn't see Elder Scrolls Online in Amazon Prime at all when I last searched Amazon. So how's Amazon gonna work? Well, Amazon is working in the music songs. We can totally see that the soundtracks are actually into where we can hear the sounds. In the future, this is going to be some sweet stuff to possibly seeing the game played live over on Amazon Prime. For those of you that are getting further involved in Elder Scrolls, this is a perfect opportunity for you guys to get involved in Amazon, where you can possibly live stream over on Amazon Prime. That's not yet been seen, so this is just the beginning formation of getting the system prepared. And with that, I'm going to press the play button. You guys are going to absolutely love the actual songs. I love every song in Elder Scrolls. This is some pretty sweet stuff. I'm going to start out with the first song here and see how it goes. Do the dance. Do the drugger dance. This is a great thing. I just got back here. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying your drive. The stream is about Elder Scrolls and the login issues that are going on throughout the entire Elder Scrolls universe. I am very, very happy that those of you guys are starting to able to be in YouTube. This is a great thing to be seeing the chatting starting to come alive over in places like YouTube. A great connection for us to where we can see the screens, to where we can communicate back and forth to each other. This is a great thing I'm seeing here. I'm going to get here into the live discussion here of what I do through the ESO news. This is a really sweet thing going over into the live discussion going here in Elder Scrolls Online. Let's see what happens. And there's some discussions going on with the houses that are being built, and we're going to look over here in what's going on with the community cobble. And getting into the live discussion here, we're going to include games of champs, competitive games, and toys for young and old alike. I have a bunch to show of these. Feel free to add your own. Treebell made a Dance Revolution game. Zendira has a classic pool table. Foo Funds made slot machines with a little help from EHT. Anyone for darts? Azara Ella has you covered. Research Monkey has craps table for bunnies playing. Valerian has a twist on darts using entire javelins instead. Neowin has a little bit of bowling going on. And one I absolutely adored, Pillow Fort type ship by C Code Not Games. Now let's talk little kid toys. Miss Banjo has these precious little wind-powered ships. Pixelari's utterly charming pull toy. A stunning balloon toy by Lily Fox. A gender fox made a huge game of Risk, but these dice stole my heart too. Any suggestion? Can we get an index to the cobbles sticky? There are now too many to find comfortably. Oh goodness, I can try, but until then, try Jay Hartellis gallery at spicyeconomics.com. As I sorted hundreds of those by type, Damn, I thought I was I was stick putting a pair of dice and an overturned cup on a game table. Sylvan Sweep made roulette. Calarax created Dungeons and Dragons. Zoe Blue made a skee ball table. And Walking Spanish made this magnificent chess board. These are some incredible creations. We've gone ahead and pinned this thread in the housing forum so that others can share as well. Here's some more posted on behalf of Team C1705 on console. A slot machine. The ghostly controllers. And that's we're going to take a break on the live discussion here in Elder Scrolls Online. I will be right back. Hopefully you're enjoying your drive. just got back here in the ESO news. Almost done, about a half an hour to go. Don't have much to talk about. However, there is a lot to talk about. Since getting Amazon function a little bit better, this is going to be a great thing. And to one of your questions, asking why I look so sad, it's because I'm not getting the nutrients that I need. And so I need to be taken care of. And so I think that Amazon is a perfect example for others to get involved with in Elder Scrolls. Yes, I am single and I do need a lady. So we have the little probably more than likely a squirt gun here in Amazon Prime. Do you know much about Amazon Prime? I don't. However, I do know a lot about Amazon Music. Over here, looking at the different things for Amazon, kind of looked like over in ElderScrollsOnline.com. There was a little bit of information that was posted. However, there's not much information on Amazon Prime Gaming. And so there's going to have to be some users go into Amazon Prime Gaming and start live streaming over on Amazon Prime. How that's done, I do not know. So just got let's see. Don't know much about Amazon Prime. However, it does look pretty cool with the one game that's being presented. I've never heard of this this game that has just apparently come out. So what we're looking for is we're looking for Elder Scrolls games. So we have the search Prime Gaming button. Looks like we do have a connection for Besta with Fallout. That's a good thing. A good connection to quite possibly start out with players live streaming Fallout. If you don't like Fallout, you're probably like, oh no. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to press the search button, see what we have for Elder Scrolls on Amazon Prime. Is there any information? And this is what I thought. I had searched Amazon Prime before by searching in Elder Scrolls Online. This is saying the same thing. We couldn't find any results for Elder Scrolls. So looks like this is the start here for what we're interested in. So what I'm gonna write in here is what I'm interested in, Elder Scrolls Online. So I'm gonna click the submit button, and it's been submitted. So if you are getting involved today and you have no other place to go to game, what I'm going to suggest for you guys that are able to watch right now and are watching, what I'm explaining is to type in on the search button Elder Scrolls Online. You'll get the search where it says we couldn't find any results for Elder Scrolls. Going down to where you write in after I am interested in, writing in Elder Scrolls Online, submitting that will help out Amazon Prime bring Elder Scrolls Online available in places like cloud gaming. That's a great thing. I don't know much about Amazon Prime. If there is a specific Amazon console, there's kind of hints of an Amazon console that is a possibility. I've seen some stuff about Amazon Luna, but I do not know much about Amazon Prime. So I can't explain how Prime works. I do have a Prime account, but I'm kind of go to the Amazon Music. So as far as Amazon Prime is concerned, what we're going to have to look forward to is the current game of Fallout? Well, that's all we have. If we don't have anything else, we've got to go with what the company has available. And by you guys presenting Fallout, you might not like presenting Fallout at first, but you'll understand what I'm saying by you'll want to live stream Fallout, because that will be a really that will give the guys in the company the heads up that you're interested in live streaming Elder Scrolls Online by you live streaming Fallout. There's some good graphics in Fallout. So what do we have here as far as the here full PC games free with Prime? We have Fallout, Atari Mania, Breakout Recharged, Behind the Frame, The Finest Scenery VR. What else is there? There is Yars Recharged, Lost Lands, Sand Captivity, Collector's Edition, Apico. So there, with Prime, you're going to have in-game content such as Winter Mercenaries Cachet, Blood Moon, Winter Skin, and 2 XP booster. As you can kind of see, I don't know much about Amazon Prime, so I'm just kind of speaking out of my butt right now. There is a game hero package, Vehement Flock Exotic Emote Bundle. Now, when we think of the emotes in Elder Scrolls, what kind of emote do you use in your game? That will make you stand out in your gameplay next to your friends by the emote you present. Great thing. If you're involved with the Sweet Roll Church, bring the emote out over in Solitude. What's the it's not the Krusty Krab. Is it the Lonely Troll? Or is it the Lovely Troll? Lovely Troll or the Lonely Troll? Looks like there's a good thing. Amazon Prime is just starting out in gaming, and this is a beautiful thing to see building blocks of games being developed inside of places like Amazon Prime. There's an actual game, NFL Rivals Booster Pack 5. Looks like there's been 5 versions for NFL Rivals. That's a really good looking game for if you're a football fan. We are right on target in getting into the 6th version of Elder Scrolls, as you guys will kind of start to understand what I'm talking about, where all of the games are getting into the 5th versions and getting caught up to where it is hoped that we will be the first to present the 6th game version in all of video game land. See what I'm saying? Over in Elder Scrolls Universe, we got to start talking. How do we get that 6th version in? Is it going to be in the next chapter, or is it going to be Sky Oblivion? Is Battlefield going to beat us out? Well, Battlefield's got some guns. What about New World? What about Aiden? Anything back over in Atari when you're playing the like Pong? I love playing Pong. I play Pong all the time over in Steam, and it's so fun. Let's see what else we got here for the in-game content here for Prime. Looks like there is EA Sports FC24. As you understand why I just went over with Call of Duty, Warzone, and Modern Warzone. I'm not going to get involved with Warzone. I'm already involved in Warzone over in the Alliance. I got to go over and build the bridges. There is just, it's maddening. It really is. The bridges are really pretty. And then you see the bridges destroyed. I just rebuilt the Alessia Bridge. And I went back there, and the bridge was not pretty anymore. It looked like it was almost destroyed. So what I'm going to have to do? You know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to go into those dark recesses of the game and go back and build up the bridges again and again and again and again. It takes a long time to build those bridges up. We can't get Emerald Chest out because we need to get castles out. I'm registered with castles. Just waiting for castles to come out in the New Year's pack. This is like, so the EA Sports has come out with something new on UFC. You know, like, what? That's a sport. A man with boobies hanging out. That's not a sport. That's not a sport. Maybe you can get some clothing, sports clothing with Hearthstone. But you can't forget about Hearthfire. Epic already knows that. In Space Bundle is Starfield in Amazon Prime. Very good question. I'm going to go over and I'll search here. Is Starfield in Amazon Prime? I do like the look of Starfield. It might be nerdy, but I do like Starfield. I liked looking at the stars in the spaceships. And we couldn't find any results for Starfield. What about ESO? No ESO. What about Arena? Nah, there's Fallout. What about Daggerfall? What about Morrowind? What about Oblivion? Not Skyrim. What about High Isle? What about Sky Oblivion? No. No. There's not much to go off of here in Prime, so what we have to do is going to have to play Fallout. Getting involved in Prime is, you guys can be the early pioneers. For those of you that have nothing better to do, you can go into Prime and you can play Fallout. You might be whining You can do it. We need streamers to go into Fallout. You know why? Once you present Fallout, the company can provide some of the other games that might be considered popular. You know, Daggerfall is not that popular of a game, just as much as Arena is not that much of a popular game. I love Arena music. If you hear the like Arena music when we built Arena back in '94, everyone else was playing Super Mario Brothers while we were playing Arena. Beautiful music. Beats out Super Mario Brothers music. Arena music really does. You can't even hear Super Mario Brothers sounds anymore. You can hear Arena sounds now. Some beautiful things going on. So Fallout doesn't look so junky anymore, does it? Because it's the only game we can play in Prime. So you better get into Fallout because there's nothing else. Okay, so there here in Prime is Runeterra. There's rare prismatic chest plus 3 rare wild cards in the game. Looks like a relation to Legends, Runeterra. I wonder if Terraria is in Prime. Check it out. If you like Super Mario Brothers, you know you like playing Terraria. You know that like princesses. That's like for little girls. Terraria is the next step before Castles comes out. Terraria. Oh yeah. I can totally see like how popular Terraria is. Terraria is popular. It's actually Terraria has superseded Spyro. You're like, no, nothing supersedes Spyro. Oh. Oh, but Terraria is coming in. You know, where's Webiella? I would like to see Webiella in here. Mm-hmm. No, Webiella. Webiella is not even in. So sad. I'll even go as far as is there Super Mario Brothers. Super Mario Bros is not in Prime. Okay. Looks like Fallout it is. That's all we have for the current time. Don't stray over into Atari Mania. You wanna stick with Fallout. And I've seen this game before. This looks like a very good game. Goldie Curry. There's Striker Jones. And watch out, Call of Duty. Company of Heroes is coming in. There is Gods Unchained. My Pet Hooligan. Smite. And again, Aiden. Aiden looks like a very, very popular series in Prime. So I do not want to take anything away from Elder Scrolls. We have to get over to Fallout. I know you might get bored of in Fallout. But Fallout is a very good game. Kind of boring in some places, but the Fallout Shelter. Oh yeah, it's the next step going into castles. That's what Fallout Shelter is. It's a relation to castles that's being built. When you see Elder Scrolls castles, you can understand the relation of how the game, the graphics and the animations are connected. The Fallout Shelter, the animations in Elder Scrolls Castles, parts of that come from Fallout Shelter, as you'll soon see. That's a great thing to understand. Over in the further on in Fallout, for you Fallout fans, and I know there's some Fallout fans out there. You guys have a creation engine, but you don't know how to use it, and that's why we have to go over to Elder Scrolls Online, and we have to work. And so, as boring as Fallout might be, Fallout looks like the best avenue getting into as the game winner for Prime for us in Elder Scrolls. So with this, I am going to take a quick break as we're gearing towards the 7 o'clock hour. Hopefully you guys have had a good drive. I'm going to go off of the screen. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your drive. I will be back here a little bit later on. Have a good rest of the night.